Tom and Alvita, the overarching message today, Virginia may have fared better than expected, but for the families who lost loved ones or suffered damage to their homes, Irene was tragic and planning for the worst was necessary. Less than 48 hours after Hurricane Irene made her mark on Virginia, Governor Mcdonnell and a who's who of Virginia's congressional delegation surveyed the damage.
We've had really a terrific partnership, I think, this last week between the state, local, and federal governments to prepare for this.
On Friday at Norfolk's Emergency Operations Center, Governor Mcdonnell said Irene would likely be one of the most catastrophic weather events in Virginia's history. He stood by that prediction today.
I'd much rather err on the side of safety than to downplay something and then have catastrophe. And for those 4 families that suffered the loss of a loved one, for the dozens of families that had a tree on their house or their car, this was the most devastating weather event probably in their lifetime.
Virginia had 79 shelters in place and capacity that was 5 times the number of people that went into the shelters at the peak of the storm.
The residents of the region were incredibly responsive and responsible.
Governor McDonnell's flight path included Richmond, Chesterfield, the 464 corridor, Great Dismal Swamp, and Virginia Beach oceanfront, along with the rest of Hampton Roads. The governor noted more than 1 million Virginia residents are still without power. Originally 2.5 million, Irene provided the second largest power outage in Virginia's history.
And at the end of the day, you know, only God knows where these things are going to do and what the intensity is going to be when it gets there.
So where do we go from here? Coming up tonight, new at 6, I'll tell you about the federal aid that has already been approved and what could be available to those who don't qualify.